So in today's video, I'm gonna actually be finishing off a beat that I was in the process of making. So yesterday I actually made a loop and I'm just gonna play out the loop for you. So that's the loop there for you guys. So what I'm gonna do off now is just finish off making the beat. So what I have here is I have these ghost notes here. So this makes it easier for me when I'm gonna add in my log drums. So the first things first is that I'm gonna go find the kick of splice. So I'm feeling this kick noise here. So I'm just gonna drag this in. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna increase the swing as well. And I'm just gonna lay down a standard 4-step pattern. So I've recently been listening to Rema's new album. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to make my drums a bit more energetic. So I'm just going to add in a lot of bounce into this drums. The pattern I came up with is that I'm just using a 4-step bounce and I messed around with the velocities a little bit. And what I'm then doing on next is just adding in some bounces here just to create some variation, just to create a bounce for the artist. So just to make it punch a bit more, I'm actually going to increase the velocity of everything. So these are the shakers that I added in. So I added in my standard shaker. I then added in a shaker that has a bit of high end, and then I then added in another shaker that has a bit of snares in it. So what I'm now going to do now is I'm just going to add in some little bit of toms and congas. What I've added in so far is I added in this low bouncy part from Splice, and I also added this timbale as well. So lastly, I found this little timbale sound, so I'm just going to add this in. And then lastly, I'm just going to add in this bongo, and I'm just going to have it playing at the 4th bar and then the 8th bar. So if you watch my last video, you'll actually see that I actually paired up 2 log drums together. So I'm going to try to do the exact same in this video. So my first log drum, I'm going to have it a bit more melodic and a bit more higher up. Then in my other log drum, I'm actually going to have it a bit lower and let it hit the sub. So I'm just going to look for some log drums now. So what I've done so far is that I copied the log drum melody that I made with my high-end log drum, and I'm now copying that onto my low-end one. So I'm gonna see what it sounds like together. So now that I finished the log drums and the drums, all I'm gonna now do is just add in my transitions. So for my transitions, you can see here that I have a riser, and I also then have this perk that decays over time, giving it this reverby decay sound. So then next, I then have this roll paired up with a clap as well. And then I then do the exact same thing entering into the bridge, but this time I also pair it up with a riser. So for the chorus, I then have this riser, and then I then have the perk playing again. But then towards the end of the chorus, I then have my different riser as well as my roll. So now I'm gonna hear it all together and see what it sounds like. So that's it for the beat, guys. So I have my introduction here paired up with my risers and my transitions, and then I then move on to my 16-bar verse. Then I then move on to my 8-bar bridge and then my 8-bar chorus, and I then just duplicated this over again. But yeah, make sure to comment down below who you think would fit this vibe of the beat. Me personally, I'm going with Asake with his new recent style, as well as Rema, because this type of sound is one of those new wave Afrobeat type of sounds. So that's what I'm going with. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop a subscription down below to help the channel continue growing. Right now, we're just about to hit 600 subscribers, and we're now about to reach 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, but yeah, make sure to keep smashing that sub button. So I'm actually working on a new loop kit for you guys, because I know it's been a while since I made a new one. But yeah, I'm actually gonna put this loops in this loop kit. So if you like this loop, make sure to comment down below that you like the loop, and I'll make sure to add it into the loop kit. Make sure to comment down below when you want it so that I can get it to you guys as soon as possible. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.